Hello everybody, it's Basilis here, and welcome back to another episode of Vanilla Minecraft from the Ryotcraft server. And here we are inside my new storage area of my Dr. Seuss base, and I think this place has turned out pretty nicely. I'm still using I'll put that back on, the acacia wood a lot in here, and so on this part isn't particularly Dr. Seuss inspired. I just wanted a nice area to do all my storage in, and pretty much all of these are empty and nothing really is sorted out yet. But I'm planning on doing all of that. But today, what we're going to do, let's put my clothes back on, is I'll show you where this storage area is. So it's just inside here. It's going to be like tucked out of the way so it doesn't interrupt the main Dr. Seuss inspired area. So if you hadn't seen the last episode, not last episode, the one before that, when I built the portal there, I asked what you might think this area was themed on, and Clobberstomp got it right that it was a Dr. Seuss inspired area. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to have buildings all over here in all sorts of weird shapes and lots of colour, and then we're going to have ways to get around all over the place. The first thing I really want though is a way to get from my storage area, which is up there, to and from my nether portal over here. So far I've been using a lot of ender pearls to do this, because it's a usually two ender pearl journey across. Sometimes I do exactly what I did there and manage to hit the grass in front of me there. But yes, we need a path going from here over to there. And what I was planning on doing is doing a little bit of building here with you to kind of show the process I'd go through in doing this, because we're not just going to do a plain old path or anything. We're going to try and do something quite interesting. And really, if you know much about Dr. Seuss architecture and things like that, there are very few regular shapes. Clobberstomp also noticed that I didn't make a perfect circle here. It was on purpose, because there are very few circles in his designs as well. So what we want to do, I think, come from here, we're going to go roughly in between there, but we also, I'm thinking, probably want maybe the path to split and one of them to go through the hillside and one to go over the top of that one, and then they join back together. That is one of the things I've seen happen in a lot of Dr. Seuss stuff, is paths going in different directions, joining up. You can kind of take either direction to get from place to place. Is this going the right way? Kind of. We probably will split here, and one of these will go down that way and the other one over the top of there. So that will come off somewhere here. This might be a bit late to split off, actually, looking at the shape it's making. Yep, get rid of that, and we'll go more out here. Where's that going to end up? Yep, that looks good, and this one will possibly come one further out, then keep going straight for a bit. And another one. And I need to drop this particular path down. I'm just trying to lay out the general shape here before doing anything else. Yeah, that looks about right. So that then joins up there, and that will go down and through the hill. This one over here will come over that one. We'll put another one there. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, say. But probably not. We probably want to start this one curving back because it has to join back up. So maybe there, and it will come kind of over there. And then they'll both join up again somewhere over there. So let me lay out this first little bit and get the general shape going all the way up to there in dirt for now, and then we'll try and figure out what colours we're going to use. Oh, I just saw through the world there. Okay, so I'll get this first part laid out and be right back. And here we go. I've laid out the rough shapes that I want these paths to take. So if you see from here, from the portal platform, there's one path which comes down through here, down through that tunnel, around there and over here. And then we'll figure out some way to come up this hill a bit later. The other path goes from the platform around there, up over that hill and down here. At present there's a big break between the heights of those, and I may actually work that into it a little bit. I'm not sure. Possibly have this be a one-way road, so you come this way and you drop down, or maybe put a spiral staircase in or something like that. These are not going to be necessarily the height of these platforms. One of the things that I've noticed with a lot of the roads in Dr. Seuss drawings are that there are a lot of them have supports, and then the roads seem to be almost draped over them like fabric, and so they kind of dip down between where they're supported and look like they're held up in places by poles sticking up and so on. So I'm going to try and work a bit of that into the design. So the next thing I'm going to try and do is figure out where my support points are going to be. I think one of them is going to be here, which is holding up this bit. Try and make this shape a little bit cleaner as well. And then there might be something here-ish. I'm not sure about that though, but possibly something there. And then out over this side, definitely one over there. And that might also have a branch holding up out here. And then try and get the shape of the roads to kind of look a bit natural in terms of being, well, natural I say, in terms of roads being draped over things. Yeah, that's natural. But yeah, I'll figure out where to put those support posts. Those are definitely going to be colourful. The road surface might look better just as slabs, and yeah, we can't make slabs out of these stained clay, so I can't use that for the roads. So yeah, I'll get some of these supports done, and then we'll see what we might be able to do with the shape of the actual road surface after that. Be right back. Okay, now we've got all of the supporting pillars all around the place. I've removed the dirt paths because I want to do the next part of building the actual walkways without them as a guide. Now that we've got these supporting pillars, they should be what's guiding where the path goes. So as you can see from here, that's going to go through that pink one and then split off through the orange and down this red one to the tunnel below there, and the orange one up to the purple up top there. This one has actually got two supports, so this one's going to go up top. There's also going to be another path going from down the bottom which is going to join on there. So if you come to the top one, you can actually only drop down there. It's a one-way path, and then this one that comes through here will then go through that yellow one, bending around the corner over to the red, and that's then going to join up over onto that hill. Now, I think I'm just going to stick with the acacia wood to begin with for this. I might need to introduce some other wood in to break it up at some point, but we'll figure that out later on. These particular pillars may or may not stay exactly how they are right now. I might need to adjust them a bit. I've adjusted that one a couple of times and a few little bits here and there, but the general shape is definitely there. So I'll get going getting these paths in and bring you back once they're there. See you soon. And welcome back everyone, and I have completed these paths. And from up here, I think that they're looking pretty good. We've got from our entrance here, coming down over to here. That one goes through the tunnel over there and up to here. I still have to complete the part that goes up the hill to the storage, which is about there. And then there's the other path which comes around here, and that's a drop off. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this, but so far I like the way it looks. Just might not be a path that I use very often because it's taking fall damage all the time, but I'll probably tie some other things into that later. But yeah, from up here I think it's looking pretty good. All of the paths look like they're kind of draping over these supports and look relatively smooth. Now let's go down. By the way, I'm up on this huge hill just up here, so if we go down, see how good I can get this. Oh, that's not too bad. And it's looking pretty good from down here as well. Obviously trying to get curved paths that also drape down using the large size blocks of Minecraft is a little bit tricky, and it does end up looking a little bit jaggy, but I think it looks pretty good and it works. So we can come up over here, and it's going to fit in with the whole everything else that's going on, and then it will look less out of place, I guess. So, and then this one drops down. Oh, as I said, take fall damage. I've got feather falling. Going to have to make sure I always have feather falling to go across my paths. But yeah, that's what we've got, and I am pretty happy with it. So yeah, let me know what you think of it. And that will be all for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it and figured out or found out a bit about my building process and what I do. This is quite a different build because it is, I guess, a bit all over the place. But yeah, trying to lay things out roughly to begin with and then just building off that. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you again later. Take care. Bye.